Howdy guys, it's Chris once again with a review of the Evo Icer by Flextail. Now this review is going to be a side-by-side comparison while we run through both machines, make it nice, see how fast the Evo Icer really is, and go through the features, just the comparisons, just to let you know. I mean, is there a comparison, guys? I mean, take a look at this beauty. When you see them side by side, there is no comparison, right? Honestly. But let's get started, guys, making the ice, and then we'll do our chit chats so we don't waste time. All right, guys, let's set the timer for, we'll give it a 10-minute timer. Now, pardon me while I press the timer button for 10 minutes. Okay, now we have set this for 10 minutes. We're gonna turn on this one. We're gonna press this one. And what we're gonna do is go to quick mode because we are plugged in still. I have been using this thing all day. And at first I probably should have ran it with it plugged in. And then for the video, I could have ran with it unplugged. So we use our battery. Yep, that's right. The battery, the 200 watt hour battery that the Flextail Evo Icer does have, which is huge. That means you're able to take this with you anywhere. You can't do that with these guys. It does come with a 200 watt hour, like I said, 3-hour runtime minimally, guys. And I'm going to show you how to save battery life on this one. Of course, you're able to actually charge it with two modes, USB-C and the power. You're able to actually run this thing with the power adapter that they give you guys. And as you can tell back here, we've got a cleaning mode. These things have no cleaning mode. And that's actually one of the things I hate about this. You don't know how dirty these things get for some reason. Even though the lid is down, I just don't understand how dirty this thing gets. We're gonna be pressing, what you do here, guys, is you press it once for draining, and the water will actually just drain right out through here. And you'll press it twice for cleaning. What that does, guys, is you go ahead and fill this up with some warm water, which I do every morning when I'm gonna start my ice. And what happens, guys, is it'll actually drain and cycle the water through the little ice water reservoir up here, and that'll actually clean it for you, versus having to take this apart, guys. What you got to do is take the basket out. You're gonna have to clean all through there. Definitely love having the cleaning feature. Another thing, guys, which actually is a huge deal for me, is the handle. I was contemplating how to even add a handle onto this because I've had this for years, guys. I take this thing in and out of my RV every day. I've got to pick it up, lug it. Sometimes, you know, I'm trying to get in there at night, or sometimes rain happens and I'm trying to rush in. Having just a handle, an aluminum handle at that, guys. This is not made of plastic. This thing is sturdy, as you can hear that. That thing is sturdy, guys. Of course, they both come with their little scoopers, which actually most of the time I actually keep inside, but I wouldn't recommend that actually because of the fact that this thing goes like off of a weight sensor. So it'll tell you up here on the display, yep, a display. Let's take a look at the old display. Oh, there is no display, guys. All it's got is a add water and a ice full. This thing will actually tell you when you need to add water up here, when the thing is cold, when the thing is full. It'll actually tell you the cycles, guys, which we're gonna run through right here. Like I mentioned, there are plenty of ways to save battery life. One is using your eco mode when you are not plugged in. Of course, if you are plugged in, use that quick mode, guys. There's no reason not to. Let's get some ice faster, right? And the cup feature, which means say you are running off the battery and you're at the beach or at a park, and you're just needing a couple of cups of ice. All you got to do, guys, is press your cup up and down for the amount of ice you want, amount of cups you want, and this thing will actually turn off when your ice is made. So you can actually use this thing pretty much all day long as you're not continuously running it. Great news, right? Of course, down here we've got our water level, I guess. And where we're gonna see one on this? Nowhere. The main thing to find that out, guys, you're gonna have to open this up and see if you have water. Now, no big deal, right? Hey, that's fine. But say you're cooking, say you're grilling, say you're outside enjoying the day, and you just want to walk by and take a look. Hey, how much water do I have in there? Little indicator will tell you, plus it'll tell you up here. But that's just a great little thing. You're walking by, oh, I still got water in there. We're good to go. Okay, let's see. Like I mentioned, let's take a look how much time we have. We're just about to hit the 5-minute mark. Now, Evo Ice and the Flextail machine says that it takes about 5 minutes. That is very, very true. The first couple of batches will actually take a little bit longer because the water actually has to cycle through and get colder. So say you get this machine and you're like, hey, they said 5 minutes. Just give it let that thing cycle through a couple of times and you do get that 5 minutes, guys, okay? The first one's gonna take you roughly 8 to 9 while the water cycles through and everything gets colder. But you do get ice in 5 minutes. Now, both of them have been running for a little bit. I actually ran some colder water through here because I did want to get the full on effect on both and be very honest and transparent with you guys. All right? But just from using this for the last couple of days, the Flextail Icer kills it, guys. Kills it. I'm getting rid of this thing very, very soon. Someone, either I'm gonna pitch it or someone's gonna get it. But my only hope is that when they ask, hey, why are you giving this thing to me? I'm gonna say, because, guys, I've got the brand new Evo Icer by Flextail that has a battery on board. You're never gonna see one like that before. This is the first. When I saw this thing on Facebook, I was like, I have to have it. Oh, here we go, guys. I can already tell there's just a difference in sound, guys, with the ice machines when ice pops out. So we are 6 minute past, guys, and like I said, you can tell the ice cubes are a little smaller right now. What happens is they will get larger as the machine continuously runs through the cycles. But yeah, we got ice at 6 minutes, guys, on the first one, and we have yet to have ice on this one. So we're gonna actually stay tuned and just see how much longer this one actually takes versus the Evo Icer. Now, to open this compartment, guys, and actually one thing you'll notice, guys, this thing will actually lower and raise as the water fills up in here. When the ice pours out, the remaining water in here will actually fill through, so this thing will actually go up and down. But to open the compartment here, guys, it's actually a little bit different. You got to tilt it down to get it out, and the same thing. And the great thing is this one actually has a little drain plug also. I actually didn't know it had that for many days until I noticed a little piece of plastic there, and I was like, what is that for? I was wishing they would put a drain hole, and they did. They thought of everything, guys. Taking a look at the inside, gorgeous. To put this thing back in, it actually has to go at a little bit of a slant, guys, and then it slides right in. But beautiful, beautiful. I absolutely love it. And of course, for this one, you got to remove this, pour water in, and like I said, not a big deal, but I mean, come on, guys, look at that. It is a beauty. All right, so we are, let's see, what are we, 7.5 minutes in, and no ice on our regular one. So yeah, you can tell, guys, a huge difference. Running through these a couple of times, you're not going to get double the ice in that amount of time, but you eventually, of course, you will get this basket fuller a lot faster. But yeah, guys, so we've been traveling, like I mentioned, for 4 years in 47 states, and we are loving it. And ice machines are a must for RVers. And I can imagine, guys, for a lot of you who are going camping overnight or going to the beach, being able to take this with you, guys, charge it up, take it with you for the day, is going to be great. You're going to be the only ones out there having a nice machine. I promise you that. We're here in Daytona, and I've already taken it with me. We had a big concert here, Rockville, and I took this thing with me for the outside when I was making some food in my beautiful Jeep up there. I was actually making some tacos for people, and I had this thing sitting up there, and people were like, what is that? Nobody's seen an ice machine that I could just take on the go. They're like, where are you plugging that thing at? Plugging it in at? I was like, I'm not, guys. It has a battery on board. So a lot of people haven't seen these or heard of them, and a lot of people will be getting these. They're amazing. But look, guys, we're already pushing. It's going to be 10 minutes before we get a batch of ice here. So yep, as you can tell, guys, we're almost getting double that speed. Yep. So crazy, guys. Huge difference. Huge difference. And I'm so glad. I actually made a couple of videos before and I forgot to set the timer. And I was like, no, I've got to redo it and set that timer because we really need to see the difference. But yeah, guys, this is an absolute beauty. I'm totally happy to have this. And hoping you guys are really looking forward to when these things come out. We're still going. Man, these things, if you're waiting for a cup of ice, we've already passed the 10-minute mark, and I thought 10 minutes was being generous. You know what? Let me press that little redo mode. So now we're running through another 10 minutes. I'm making sure it's on. It's trying to make ice. Holy holy. I thought 10 minutes. I was like, this thing should make ice in 10 minutes. This thing made ice the first batch in 6, guys, and it's just gonna get a little faster as time goes on. We actually may, you know what, I'm gonna keep this going. We may get 2 batches before this one, which I actually didn't even think was possible. I haven't done a side-by-side comparison because when I got this thing, there was no, oh, here we go. There was no reason to, right? I mean, I was gonna use this one right away, but there we go, guys. We've got ice popping out. And of course the pellets are going to be even smaller on this one, the first one, because the water's got to get colder. But the pellets do get larger on these. I'm not gonna say these are absolutely trash, but you know, in comparison, really is none. All right, guys, so that one took 11 minutes to make our second batch, our first batch, and we're still waiting for our second one here. I'm gonna say goodbye, but then I'm gonna keep rolling, and if this thing makes a second batch in a minute or so, oh, you know what? I hear it already, guys. Man, did we get lucky? Look at that. So this one took. Here's our second batch, guys. Boom. Take a look at that, guys. There just really is no comparison. I'm so happy that the second batch came out. This video is a little long, guys, but we're able to see that this one practically made 2 batches in the time of the old regular ice machines, guys. All right, well, thank you so much. We're probably gonna be making one more video just telling you guys our final thoughts on the Flextail, on the Evo Icer by Flextail ice machine. But thank you so much. You guys have a great day. Me and Duke are getting ready to play and take our walk. You guys have a blessed day, and thank you so much, Flextail. See you guys soon.